Hello Earth2 community. It is the second week of April and we are coasting closer to Earth2's version 1 and the Essence token launch. As we approach monumental times in the history of the project, it is through different strategies that players are achieving their goals. So we here at Earth2 In The Know thought that we would examine some of the strategies that people have implemented so far. Now obviously in the world of investing, liquid currency is probably by far the most useful tool. So there were a lot of people who came in and basically helped them fund the project. These people were basically considered the whales of Earth2. Those players obviously had complete faith in the success of the project, and were able to use the TikTok viral success to flip early land investments and return those funds into new land acquisitions. Basically, these are the players who use those Parker Brothers Monopoly skills on an Olympics gold medal level. However, there was the other side of the strategy where people came in and just acquired as much as they could. They have sat on this property during development and continue to buy land when great opportunities present themselves. So that was one way people acquired their portfolios, but there were many other ways that people used to their advantage, and we're going to go over some of them as well. One such way was spending countless hours inside the Hollow Building editor and creating builds on the market for other users to purchase, then turning those profits into land. We also had players who used the jewel farming technique that bought up thousands of tier 1 single tiles, causing a much larger production of jewels. They then used those to sell on the bazaar, turning that revenue into newly acquired land. There are also users who, once droids were released, were able to farm those as well, and they sold them on the market. Again, turning those profits into an e-balance, using that to acquire more land. However, many users just use the age-old strategy of buy low and sell high to create a massive amount of returns and continue the cycle. Now, we do not advocate for any particular strategy over another here on the channel, but we will offer our experiences. We use the jewel and droid farming techniques, and both worked well to help us achieve over 3,600 properties inside of our portfolio. However, we sold off a lot of our merch in the early stages, and by that I mean our jewels, our droids, our citizens. And now we're going to look back and wonder if we gave away our essence for way too little in return. You know, kind of like the guy with the Bitcoin pizzas. Who knows? All that matters now is we got a bunch of land to develop, so we all win in the end. Despite the path you chose to get where you are in Earth 2, it is obvious that the people who took advantage of the game mechanics and utilized gameplay pulled ahead of those who lost interest and sat idle. That said, we are still very much early in development, and you know what they say, it's never too late to start. We still have an entire new skin market on the way, as well as resource and building blocks should be coming soon, so those will open up brand new revenues for acquiring more land, or cashing out on your investment if you so see fit. So as you start to develop your next set of strategies, it may be a good idea to heavily focus on the broadcasting aspect of the platform. We felt that we had some important data to share. This is Earth2 In The Know, and let's get into it. So according to the business news from the Hollywood Report, and I know Hollywood Report, probably not a very reliable source, but I did check some of the other sources and they seem to match up. So this is just one country in the global scheme of things, but we're just going to go here because this is what I have the data for. US advertising revenue excluding political ads, because who needs those things, will go 5.9% in 2023 instead of the previously forecasted 5%. So already we're almost at an extra percent, followed by a 5.2% increase in 2024, up from a 4.3% increase. So another almost entire percent. The total U.S. advertising revenue will hit about $364 billion in 2023, which was last year, and it was right on target, or $361 billion when excluding political ads, and $397 billion in 2024, or $380 billion when excluding political ads, according to the new projections. So that's like just for advertising. Just for advertising. And Earth2, as we all know, is probably going to be huge. It's probably going to be massive, and the payouts for advertising, if you've got a popular spot, are probably going to be phenomenal. Digital platforms have grown by 14.6%, excluding political advertising, or 12.2% including it, led by a 13.8% gain for social media platforms and a 22.8% jump for commerce media platforms, according to the expert. So everything is growing. Everything online is growing. The advertising online is growing. We all know that you have to have a premium YouTube account or else you're going to get spammed with ads. I mean, ads are everywhere. So if moving forward you are looking for a sustainable strategy to earn off of your investment, the broadcasting program may be the way to go. Whatever your strategy may be, we want to help you along with your journey with as much accurate info as possible. So make sure you click that like and follow button to stay in the know. In other news, we saw a record-breaking Tier 3 release yesterday. We actually called it on Thursday that it was going to be a massive push on the Tier 3 land system, and boy was it ever. Within 3 minutes, it had shattered all of the previous records for the Tier 3 release, and we saw a massive 40% increase. Of course, we're talking about Western Cape, South Africa, and we were fortunate enough to pick up a 750 right at the open for the club's location in Africa, so stay tuned for that information as it develops. Now, we haven't seen anything new on skin releases yet. However, we have our eyes peeled, and if any developments do approach, we will definitely keep you guys up to date. As always, we are so glad you checked out the video and cannot wait to see you in the Earth 2 metaverse.